115 charges are back on the menu. Real Madrid and Manchester City will face each other again in a Champions League knockout round, and City keep themselves in the title race. All of this and more in this video, but let's start with the weekend game. Manchester City travel to Ellen Road to face Leeds United in the Premier League fixture this weekend. Leeds haven't been an easy team to beat at home, and it proved to be such. City were without their talisman Erling Haaland and were pretty much on the back foot in the early goings. Leeds dictated the game in the first half an hour through high pressing and pinned City in their own half. A plethora of chances went a-begging early in the game, notably Dominic Calvert-Lewin when he missed his first chance at goal, and then Brendan Aronson, who was through on goal but allowed Donnarumma to close him down. City eventually did get back into the game and finally went ahead through Semenyo when a Ryan Cherki pass cut through the Leeds defence, allowing Ryan Ait-Nouri to play a low cross for a tap-in. It eventually proved to be the only goal of the match, despite both teams getting many more opportunities through the second half, failing to convert any of them. The biggest concern for City coming out of the match would be the injury of Nico O'Reilly that forced his substitution. He has been one of the most important players for City this season, and Pep would hope the injury is nothing serious. Ryan Cherki and Rodri were standouts of the game. The match had its own controversies, namely the booing by the Leeds fans of the break taken at the 12-minute mark for players fasting for Ramadan. The other was Daniel Farke getting a red in a bizarre fashion right after the final whistle when he confronted the referee. This was far from a convincing win, but with only 10 more games to go, 3 points is all that matters. For Leeds, who sit just 6 points above the relegation zone, their good performance would be of little consolation as they would rue the host of missed chances. The other big news of the week was the Champions League draw. While there are always accusations of the draws being rigged, Manchester City being drawn against Real Madrid is the kind of draw that gives credence to this accusation. This is the 5th consecutive Champions League in which Real Madrid and Manchester City will face each other in the knockout stage. Now, don't get us wrong, Manchester City and Real Madrid have delivered some real classic matches in recent years, and thus has rightly become a box office blockbuster. But the matchup starts losing its luster if it happens every year. It's been so played out that reports came out that Real Madrid was not happy with the draw. Nevertheless, it's still one of the biggest matchups in the Champions League. The head-to-head is as of now 5 wins apiece with 5 draws. Though Real Madrid has won 4 knockout ties against City compared to City's 2 wins against Real Madrid. In any case, the round of 16 got a whole lot more interesting. Last but not the least, this week saw the 115 charges, or more precisely, the supposed outcome to the 115 charges back in the news. So, what's the update on it? It's been 3 years now? To be honest, nothing. There's been no new update on the case, the hearing, or the consequences. So why is it back in the news? Because speculation. More precisely, football finance expert Kieran Maguire speculated that City would be deducted 40 to 60 points if a verdict is reached this season. He said, if we take a look at precedents, we have had Everton and Nottingham Forest with 6 and 4 point deductions for a single offence covering a 3-year period. The accusations against Manchester City cover a 9-year period, so it is far bigger. The issue is the charges against Manchester City are unprecedented, so it's nigh impossible to actually speculate what the punishment could be, if any. We said as much back then. What are the consequences, and what do we think can happen to Manchester City? Honestly, we don't know. The case is in front of an independent commission, and for now, it seems that any verdict on this will take a long time to come, as the case is very complicated. As of now, nobody knows what the outcome to those charges will be. All we can do is wait and watch. Thank you for watching. Like if you liked it, share if you find it worthy, and subscribe for more content like this. This is Salty Football.